Artificial intelligence. Imagine you have a really smart robot friend. This friend can learn new things and do tasks without anyone telling it exactly what to do. It's like having a super smart buddy who can figure things out on its own, kinda like magic but with lots of computer smarts. Generative AI is like having a magical crayon that can draw all sorts of amazing pictures by itself. You just tell it what kind of thing you want, like a cat or a house, and it can create a picture of it without needing someone to draw it. It's like having a really creative friend who can make all kinds of cool stuff. Machine learning. Imagine you have a really smart toy that learns how to play a game better and better each time you play with it. At first, it might not be very good, but as you keep playing, it gets better and better at winning. Machine learning is like that smart toy, but instead of a game, it learns from lots of examples and gets better at doing things like recognizing pictures or understanding what you're saying. It's like having a toy that gets smarter the more you play with it. Quantum computing. Imagine you have a toy that can be in more than one place at the same time, like magic. Quantum computing is a bit like that toy but with super tiny things called atoms and particles. Instead of doing one thing at a time, like regular computers, quantum computers can do many things all at once, which makes them super fast and powerful. It's like having a toy that can do a whole bunch of stuff in the blink of an eye. Cryptocurrency. Imagine you have special shiny coins, but you can't hold them or see them. Instead, they live inside a special computer. These coins are called cryptocurrency. You can use them to buy things online or trade them with other people. But instead of regular coins, they're made of secret codes and numbers that only the computer knows. It's like having a secret treasure that only exists inside the computer. Metaverse. Imagine if you could jump into your favorite TV show or video game and play with your friends there, like you're really there. The metaverse is a big, imaginary world made up of lots of different places, like a giant playground where you can go on adventures, meet new friends, and do all sorts of fun stuff. It's like stepping into your favorite storybook and exploring a whole new world. Agile. Imagine you're building a really cool tower out of blocks. Instead of trying to build the whole tower at once, Agile is like building it one block at a time. You start with just a few blocks, see how they fit together, and then add more as you go along. It's like building a tower by taking small steps and making changes as you need to, so it's easier to make it just right. Distributed cloud. Imagine you have a magic box that can make your toys appear anywhere you want, even if you're not at home. Distributed cloud is like having lots of these magic boxes all over the world, and they work together to make sure your toys are always available wherever you need them. Like if you want to play with your toys at your friend's house or at the park. It's like having a super big magic network that helps you play with your favorite things no matter where you are. Net neutrality. Imagine you're playing with your toys, and you have a big box of different toys to choose from. Net neutrality is like saying everyone gets to pick toys from the box equally. Nobody gets to take more toys or hide some toys so others can't play with them. It's like making sure everyone gets to have fun and play with whatever toys they like, without anyone being unfair. Internet of Things. Imagine if all your toys, like your teddy bear, your toy car, and even your nightlight, could talk to each other and do things on their own, like magic. The Internet of Things is like that, but with real things in your house, like your fridge, your TV, and even your lights. They can all talk to each other and do things without needing you to tell them what to do. It's like having a bunch of toys that can work together to make your house even more fun and helpful. IVF, which stands for in vitro fertilization, is like helping seeds grow into plants but in a special way for people who want to have babies. Sometimes, when people want to have a baby but can't, doctors help them by taking tiny seeds called eggs from a mommy and mixing them with seeds from a daddy. Then, they put the seeds together in a special place called a lab, where they can grow into a baby. Once the baby is big and strong, doctors put it back inside the mommy's tummy so it can keep growing until it's ready to be born. Just like planting a seed and watching it grow into a beautiful flower. Open source. Imagine you have a really cool toy that you love to play with. Open source is like sharing that toy with all your friends so they can play with it too. It's like saying, "Hey, look at this awesome toy. Let's all play with it and make it even better together." So, lots of people can help make the toy better by adding new features or fixing any problems. It's like a big team of friends working together to make something awesome for everyone to enjoy. Web development is like building a really cool playground on the internet where you and your friends can go and play games, watch videos, or read stories. Instead of using blocks or Legos, web developers use special tools and codes to create all the fun things you see on the internet, like websites and games. It's like being a builder, but instead of building with blocks, you're building with computer stuff to make the internet a fun place to explore. Blockchain. Imagine you have a magical notebook where you write down all the cool things you did with your friends. But here's the special part. Once you write something in the notebook, you can't erase it or change it, and all your friends have a copy of the same notebook. Blockchain is like that magical notebook, but instead of writing down fun memories, it keeps track of important stuff like who owns what, without anyone being able to change it. So, if you and your friends have toys, the blockchain helps make sure everyone knows who owns which toy, and nobody can cheat or change the list. It's like having a super fair way to keep track of things. Microblogging. Imagine you have a tiny diary where you write short stories or share quick updates about your day, like when you eat ice cream or play with your toys. Microblogging is like having a tiny diary on the internet where you can write short messages or share pictures with your friends. Instead of writing long stories, you write short and sweet updates that everyone can see, kinda like sending quick messages to all your friends at once. Data mining. Imagine you have a big treasure chest full of toys, but it's so full that you can't see what's inside. Data mining is like having a special magic tool that helps you dig through the treasure chest to find exactly the toys you're looking for. It helps you find hidden treasures and learn new things by sorting through all the toys in the chest. Just like finding your favorite toys in a big pile, data mining helps people find important information hiding in a lot of data. CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. Imagine you have a coloring book with lots of drawings of animals and trees. CSS is like having a magic pen that you can use to change the colors of the drawings. You can make the trees green and the animals blue, or any other colors you like. It's like having a super fun way to decorate and make things look pretty on the internet. Object-oriented programming. Imagine you have a big box full of different kinds of toys like cars, dolls, and blocks. Object-oriented programming is like playing with those toys in a special way where each toy knows what it can do and how it's different from the other toys. So, the car knows how to drive, the doll knows how to talk, and the blocks know how to stack. It's like teaching toys to do specific things and play together nicely, just like you do when you play with your toys. VPN, Virtual Private Network. Imagine you have a secret tunnel that connects your house to your friend's house next door. When you want to share toys or play together, you both go through the tunnel to meet up. A virtual private network is like having a secret tunnel on the internet. It helps you and your friends share things or play games online safely, like you're right next to each other, even if you're far away. It's like having a special secret path that only you and your friends know about, so you can have fun together without anyone else peeking in. Big data. Imagine you have a really big jar and you're collecting all the colorful candies you can find. Big data is like collecting lots and lots of jars filled with different candies from all over the world. There are so many candies that you can't count them all by yourself. But with the help of special tools, you can sort through all the candies to find the ones you like the most or learn new things about them. Big data is like having a giant collection of information that helps us discover cool stuff or solve tricky problems. Responsive web design. Imagine you have a special toy that can change its shape and size to fit in different places. Responsive web design is like that toy but for websites. It's a special way of making websites so they can look good and work well on all kinds of devices, like big computers, small phones, or even tablets. Just like your toy can fit in different places, responsive web design helps websites fit on different screens, so everyone can see and use them easily, no matter what device they're using. NFC, Near Field Communication. Imagine you have a magic sticker that can make your toys talk to each other when you touch them together. Near-field communication is like that magic sticker but for phones and other devices. When you tap your phone on another device with an NFC sticker, they can share information, like pictures or games, without needing to plug anything in. It's like having a super quick way for your toys, devices, to talk and share secrets with each other. RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Imagine you have a big treasure chest with lots of toys inside, like dolls, cars, and blocks. A relational database management system is like having a special organizer that helps you keep track of all the toys in the treasure chest. It knows where each toy is and how they're related to each other. So, if you want to find all the dolls, the organizer can quickly show you where they are. It's like having a super smart friend who helps you find your toys in a big pile. Firewalls. Imagine you have a magical force field around your castle that keeps out bad guys and monsters, but lets in your friends and family. A firewall is like that force field, but for computers. It helps keep your computer safe from bad things on the internet, like viruses or people who want to sneak in and cause trouble. It's like having a protective barrier that only lets in the good stuff and keeps out the bad stuff. Cloud computing. Imagine you have a big magic backpack where you can store all your toys, books, and snacks. Cloud computing is like having a magical backpack for computers. Instead of keeping everything on your own computer at home, you can store your pictures, games, and videos in the cloud, which is like a big invisible backpack in the sky. Then, you can access your stuff from anywhere with internet, like using your toys or games on different playgrounds or houses. It's like having your favorite things with you wherever you go, without having to carry them all the time. Version control. Imagine you and your friends are building a really big tower out of blocks together. Version control is like having a magical tool that helps you keep track of all the different versions of your tower as you build it. So, if someone wants to try a new idea with the tower, the tool helps them make changes without messing up the tower for everyone else. It's like having a super smart helper that makes sure everyone can work on the tower together and keep track of all the changes they make. DevOps. Imagine you and your friends are making a big cake together. DevOps is like having a special team that helps you all work together smoothly to make the cake taste delicious. Some friends might be in charge of getting the ingredients ready, some might mix them together, and others might decorate the cake. DevOps helps everyone communicate and work together so the cake turns out just right, without any mess or mistakes. It's like having a magical recipe for teamwork. API, Application Programming Interface. Imagine you have a magic toy box that can make your toys do special tricks when you ask. An API is like the magic words you use to tell the toy box what you want your toys to do. So, if you want your toy car to zoom around or your doll to dance, you use the magic words to ask the toy box to make it happen. It's like having a secret code that helps you make your toys do cool stuff. PII, Personal Identifiable Information. Imagine you have a secret box where you keep your favorite toys and snacks hidden. PII, which stands for Personally Identifiable Information, is like the special secrets you keep safe, like your name, address, or phone number. Just like you wouldn't want anyone to peek into your secret box and find your favorite toys, PII is information that should be kept private so only trusted people can know about it. It's like having your own special secrets that you only share with your family and close friends. JavaScript. Imagine you have a magic wand that can make your toys come to life and do fun tricks. JavaScript is like that magic wand, but for computers. It's a special language that helps make websites and games on the internet do cool things, like making pictures move or playing fun sounds. Just like how you use your magic wand to make your toys do tricks, programmers use JavaScript to make websites and games do fun stuff. Apache Kafka. Imagine you have a super speedy train that carries messages from one place to another really fast. Apache Kafka is like that super speedy train, but for computers. It helps different computer programs talk to each other and share information quickly, like sending messages from one toy to another at lightning speed. It's like having a magical train that helps computers share secrets and work together smoothly. Why was the mobile phone wearing glasses? What was the spider doing on the computer? He was making a website. What do you call an iPhone that sleeps too much? Dead serious. What did the computer have during his break time? He had a bite. What is the computer's favorite snack to eat? Microchips. What shoes do computers love the most? Reboots. Why did the computer go to the dentist? To get his Bluetooth checked. What is the biggest lie anyone can tell? I have read and agreed to all the terms and conditions. What kind of computer sings the best? Adele. Why did the developer become so poor? Because he cleared his cache. What made the Java developers wear glasses? They can't see. Why do they call it hypertext? Too much Java. What is a Linux user's favorite game? Sudoku. Hollow stock. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 27.71% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $5.60 and $85.97 at the end of this 3-month period.